So today another video about action cameras, and I have been on this hunt for looking out for affordable action cameras because that has been one big request by hundreds of you all, hundreds of my YouTube subscriber friends. So forget GoPros because they are expensive in our country, right? 45,000, at least 37,000 odd they start. And even if you buy the GoPro Session, you're paying about 20 or 22,000 rupees, and the Session doesn't have extra battery that you can basically replaceable battery or a mic setup. So although I love the Session, by the way, I absolutely love the GoPro Session. Forget that topic, let us speak about affordable action cameras today. And as you know, I bought a SJ4000, reviewed it and gave it away to a friend. That is, of course, I gave away a new one. I still have the old SJCam with me, and I bought another camera. Now this is from the same company which I bought that motorcycle MP3 player and the security system, which I gave away to another friend recently. So the company's name is gearbest.com, and they are really cool. That is what I at least feel, because the inventory that they have of cool stuff, affordable stuff is huge, right from action cameras to flying fun drones, cell phones and what not. So I got this action camera named Elephone from them. Okay, this is an Elephone. What's the name? Freak, I forgot the name. Let me just look at the name. Alright, it is known as Elephone Explorer 4K, and there's another model which is the next level model of this, that is Elephone Explorer 4K Elite, but I somehow feel this is more than enough. Okay, let me let you know how I bought it and what I paid for this. I paid only about $45 for this camera. Yes, that is absolute steal. 45 into 68 rupees, you can do the math. So this is the price of this camera on gearbest.com, but I got it in a sale. Without the sale, I think it will be $55, and the original price without discount is about $85 or $90. Now this camera compared to the SJ4000 is, this one, the Elephone, is way better. Number one, this is lighter and smaller, and next, the LCD screen behind the Elephone has a much bigger screen, and the SJ4000 does not record at 60 frames per second at 1080, and this records at 60 frames per second at 1080, which is a big plus when it comes to action footage, motorcycle footage, correct? It makes it smooth and nice. So that is what I like about this. So this one, the Elephone Explorer, is directly in comparison with the SJCam 5000. Now the SJCam 5000, you would say, records at 24 frames per second in 4K, but you know what, I really don't care about 4K because number one, who really watches 4K on YouTube? Very few people. The reason being that the amount of bandwidth and the data that you'll be consuming watching in 4K is huge. Number two, do we really have 4K screens, all of us? No, we don't have 4K screens. Very few people have 4K screens on their laptops, so, and also on their cell phones. So if you're watching 4K content on a non-4K screen, it really does not make any sense spending that amount of bandwidth, correct? So forget about 4K. 1080p at 60 frames per second is what we are looking at, or even 30 frames per second. So considering that, this camera is bang on. And even like the color, you know, the dark color, because it kind of camouflages it, doesn't make it kind of stand out in public, so that you don't want too much attention when you're recording in public, correct? So I shot a small video clip which on my rooftop, you can check it out now. It came out beautiful. And the SJCam 5000 in India Earlier used to sell for about 12,500, and now if you can get some deals, you'll probably get it for about 10,500 is what I'm thinking on Amazon.in. And this one, the Elephone Explorer, although as I mentioned, I got it for $55, or I mean $45, and the regular price is about $55 after discount. Keep one thing on your mind. We are importing this from overseas. So anything that gets imported, you would have to pay custom tax on it. And our Indian custom department is kind of funny. Sometimes they tax you. The MP3 player, the security system which I got from gearbest.com, there was no tax on it. And this camera, I was very excited that day when the postal department called me and they said, "Sir, you're getting your parcel." I said, "Whoa, come over." But he came over with a tax invoice, and you know, ridiculous tax invoice, disgusting. They put 2,900 rupees tax on a camera which costs about $45. Well, that is how our Indian custom department is. They can do anything. Now, if I go challenging them, it would be waste of time. So I just paid that 2,900 rupees anyway, because even if I paid 2,900 rupees, and because I paid only $45 for this camera, it is a steal. I'm paying altogether about 6,000 rupees for something which is on power with SJCam 5000, correct? And of course, another best part about the Elephone is that the batteries of the SJCam, the 4000 and the 5000 fit in this. They are similar batteries. So that way, because Elephone cameras are not popular in India, you would think, okay, I can import the camera, but what about the batteries? So you can just buy the SJCam batteries and put them in this and you're sorted. And the SJCam battery, I bought one for about 500 rupees and it runs really well. So this one records at 4K. Yes, this is a 4K camera, but at 15 frames per second. So if you're not moving the camera, if it's not action footage, if you're recording something like what I'm doing where you have a camera right in front of you and the subject is not moving too much, then that would be okay. But as I said, I don't really care much about 4K. And it shoots at 720 also, at much higher frames per second. So if you want some really good slow motion footage, you can get it from this Elephone camera. So friends, now this is only an introduction video. If you have any questions, do let me know. I'll be going on a motorcycle ride and I'll be shooting more footage and I'll be letting you know how this one is. And of course, this one, like any other SJCam, does not have, it does not support external microphone. So that is where, as I mentioned, that the Sena Prism tube is absolutely bang on. And this one supports up to 64 GB memory card. I think I got to check on that. My memory is, I'm growing older, I'm gone. But I put a 32 gig in this, which is good enough. So what else? Is there anything more that I need to talk about? Yes, this is Wi-Fi, and that way you can download the footage onto your cell phone. You can see a preview and you can trigger it remotely. That all happens with the application on your cell phone, and it is enterprise app, which is not just a third-party app. That app is made by Elephone. And Elephone in general is a good company. They make a lot of stuff, tablets, this, that, blah blah. Okay friends, take care, keep recording. Bye bye.